Well, Steel Nation, we made it. We're here in Northampton, Pennsylvania, off of Weaversville Road at the Weaversville Inn. Now, one thing about the Weaversville Inn, it's known for two things. One, they're fine dining. But reportedly, they're also known to have a couple extra guests here. Steel, when I say guests, I'm actually meaning ghosts, yeah? That's right, ghosts. But luckily for us, I got our ghost detectors. We're gonna find out if there's actually ghosts here, and we're gonna have some of their food. Steel, we're here inside the Weaversville Inn. I'm here with owner, chef, Mark Prosco. Mark, hey, thanks for having us.
All right, good to see you.
Now, Mark, the Weaversville Inn, this building's been around for what, over 170 some years? Can you tell us something about the building?
The building was originally 1840 about, that the Weaversville was built by Mr. Weaver. Always run as a restaurant, an inn, bed and breakfast. It's been over many things over the past. Originally it was called Hayes' Tavern in the 1700s. Ben Franklin was the claim to fame here. One, because he liked the ladies, but two, it was also operated as a post office.
No, we're also here because reportedly this place has a couple extra guests, shall we say?
That's what they say. I've had ghost finders here twice to check it out, to see. A lot of people have said they felt things. I'm personally not sensitive to it, but the ghost hunting groups have reportedly found some things, and they say we're haunted.
I have the latest in ghost hunting technology. This is the CX58321 ghost detector. All right, I got this. Okay. Now, as we tour the place, Mark, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take some readings. Is that all right?
Okay.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's actually check out the dining area.
As I was exploring the dining room, I couldn't help but notice that I started to get some strong readings on my CX58421 ghost detector.
We're here in one of the dining areas. I gotta ask you, because you have a lot of fine china on the tables. Do you have to dress up to come here?
We accept anybody. You're perfect the way you are.
Okay.
You know, however you're casual and comfortable, that's what we want to see.
If I want to come after work for a drink and some appetizers, I have the bar area, I can go there. If I want to come here just to have a small snack, you have that. Or if I want to come and have an intimate setting with someone special, you have that available.
We have that.
But you also have another room, a bigger room, where you actually have a lot of performances and bands, and that's where the bands come.
Yes.
As I was talking to Mark, I couldn't help but notice how comfortable the dining areas are with their beautiful decor. But then we were back on the hunt. One thing that I learned about ghost hunting is that you have to be respectful of ghosts and spirits. You know, they were once people. That is when Mark had a hunch that there was something strange going on downstairs, so that's where we went. One of the biggest ghost hunting credos is that you never leave a team member behind, so I made sure to stay near Mark during our journey.
Hey Mark, right now we're in the bowels of the Weaversville Inn, and you took me down to the basement where we're actually getting a lot of activity here. Can you tell us about this?
This is the famed tunnel. Back in the day, it led through to the other side, and ghost hunters say to make sure that that door stays closed.
Stays closed. And you actually have it, it's bolted in now. It looked like the hinge actually swung up, but now you have the pipe and it's actually permanently closed.
Well, we're keeping the ghosts.
Yeah, locked in.
That's it.
Well, we're getting a lot of activity here right now. So, you know, and actually you have some reports about the backyard. There's also some activity there. So why don't we go there next?
Okay.
So the backyard we went on the hunt for the ghosts. That's where Mark has many of his big outdoor bashes and activities, where popular bands like the Bryant Brothers perform.
And you actually have a dining facility outside.
Yeah, we call it our gazebo. We seat
Yeah.
about 24, 25 people, plus the big area out here that we can do parties and do all
Do you rent out the gazebo for somebody if I want to have a get together outside? Would you rent out the gazebo?
Sure.
Okay.
Open
Oh.
music.
Mark, did you hear something?
I didn't hear anything.
At this point, I haven't seen a ghost, but nothing brings ghosts around more than to smell some good food. So that's when Mark suggested that we go inside and cook up some chow.
Mark, we're back here in the kitchen, and I got my station. I see you have your station, but I did notice there's more food at your station than at my station. That's probably good.
That's a good thing.
So, what do you have for us?
All right, well, we're going to just start to make one of the best-selling dishes in the restaurant since I've been here, the classic Yankee pot roast.
Mark immediately had me chopping up some of the vegetables.
Getting back to that music thing,
Yeah.
the guy at one of my instructors said, if you don't hear the guitar, then it's not ready to cook.
And trust me, that guitar was a sizzling. So we started to add those vegetables that I was chopping. Mark added some red wine. I told him to add a little more just for me, and so he did. He also added some broth for flavor. Then in the oven it goes, and 5 hours later, presto! Steel magic. Now it was time to be plated. You could see those juices running from each piece. He also served it with his famous homemade mashed potatoes. I was ready to eat, but Mark said that we weren't done. It was time to make dessert. He dropped some butter into a pan, scooped in some brown sugar and mixed it in, and then added some of his secret rum. I started to get nervous. I was even ready to run to the door, but Mark assured me that everything was under control. It created an awesome sauce. He had me chop up some bananas. We mixed them in and then poured it all over vanilla ice cream. Ta-da! Bananas Foster a la Mark. Wow, where do I start? With the entree, of course. And then dessert. This is sure to bring the ghosts.
Man, Steel Nation, that meat was to die for. Ooh, I don't want to say that too loud because of the ghost. But hey, the data's downloaded on the computer. Let's go check it out to see if there's actually ghosts here at the Weaversville Inn. And now is the actual data that we recorded earlier. And I got them in two different graphs here, but if you take a look at this graph, these are all the different areas that we were in earlier today, and clearly you see the basement, especially back probably by that trap door that you showed me, has the most activity. But what's the most interesting over here, the blue bar is really showing you a baseline we took. The red is the clarity, but I really want to draw your attention to this green line. That's the strength. Bottom line is, I would say you have a lot of activity here. There probably is ghosts here.
Okay.
Right, but you know what? We talked about the tea room. I could use a cup of tea after this day's work. How about we go and finish up with some tea?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's have some tea.
Have some tea.
Beautiful, Pullman.
Hey, what'd you think of that segment?
I thought the segment was awesome. Tell me about the ghosts. I mean, first of all, did you get any sensations?
Yeah, absolutely.
You felt things.
Nick, I don't even want to talk about it, but
Well, let me ask you, where is the CX something or other
I had
ghost
to
detective?
retire it. There's so much activity there, I just had to retire it. My ghost detecting days are now over. Officially over.
I guess if you want to get your own ghost detecting on, what you got to do is check out the Weaversville Inn. But you know what? That brings us to another thing. You can't forget about Wolfie's Twist. Now, last year, it was Wolfie's 1 minute twist.
Yep.
He came to us and said, guys, I got more to offer. Can you give me more time?
And you know what? Not only did Wolfie come to us, but his fans came to us.
That's-
We want more Wolfie.
You know what? And how can we deny that? We need more Wolfie. So, Steele, this is what we're going to give you. No longer Wolfie's 1 minute twist. Here's Wolfie's Twist.